Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We are from group 2 and today we will present about technique of differentiation. Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Batrisha binti Syarul Asri. Student ID 2024-238-542.
Hi, my name is Nur Sofia binti Muhammad Kashfullah and my number student is 2023 453806.
Assalamualaikum, my name Ahmad Aflai Hakimi bin Ahmad Azli. My student ID 2024-664-614.
For video content, number 1, introduction, number 2, problem statement, number 3, problem solution, and lastly, number 4, conclusion. For question 1, explain the meaning of differentiation and what are the techniques of differentiation. What is differentiation? Differentiation is one of the two important concept-apart methods of finding the derivative of a function. We will find the instantaneous rate of change in function based on one of its variables. Next, we will continue to technique of differentiations. For technique 1, derivative of constant, linear, and power functions. So this is the formula of the technique. Second technique is derivative of sums and differences. Sum rule is used when two functions are added together. So this is formula for sum rule. Second, differences rule. Differences rules used when two functions are subtract. So this is formula for differences rule. Next, we will look at product rule and quotient rule. So formula for product rule is dy over dx equal to uv prime plus vu prime. And for quotient rule, the formula is dy over dx vu prime minus uv prime over v square. So u prime is derivative of u and v prime is derivative of v. Next, we will look at technique derivative of trigonometric, exponential, and logarithmic functions. So this is the formula. Lastly is the chain rule. Chain rule has two cases. For case 1, have two formula, fx and f prime x. And case 2 is dy over dx equal to dy over du multiple du over dx.
For next, we're going to the question 2a. For this question, we want to differentiate the function y equals 9e to the power of x multiplied by tan of x minus 3. This is product of two expressions, so I will use the product rule. First, I identify the two parts, which is I let u equals 9e to the power of x and v tan of x minus 3. Now, I differentiate each part. Derivative of u is u prime equals 9e to the power of x, since the derivative of e to the x is still e to the x. Next, I differentiate v. V is the tan of x minus 3. So the inside of x minus 3 is, and its derivative is 1. So v prime equals to secant square of x minus 3. Now I apply the product rule, which states y prime equals to y prime times v plus u times v prime. Substituting the expression y prime equals to 9e to the x times tan of x minus 3 plus 9e to the x times secant square of x minus 3. I can factor out 9e to the x to simplify. So the final answer is y prime equals 9e to the x multiplied by the bracket tan of x minus 3 plus secant square of x minus 3. So let's complete the solution for part A, question 2. For the question 2b, we want to differentiate the function of y equals x plus 1 divided by sin x. Because this is a question, I will use the question rule. First, I label the numerator and denominator. I let u equals x squared plus 1 and v equal to sin x. Now I differentiate both of them. The derivative of u is u prime equals to 2x. Meanwhile, the derivative of v is v prime equals to cos x. Next, I apply the question rule, which states y prime equals to u prime times v minus u times v prime, all divided by v squared. Substituting the expression, the numerator becomes 2x times sin x minus x squared plus 1 times cos x. Meanwhile, the numerator becomes sin square x. So the derivative is y prime equals 2x sin x minus x squared plus 1 cos x all over sin square x. And then that's all for the question 2b.
So for the question 3, we have implicit differentiation. The question will be ln y sine power of 2 x power of 2 plus e power of y equal to 5xy. So the first thing we need to do is differentiate all the terms that we have. The first term we have is ln y. We differentiate it and then we will get 1 over y. We multiply it with dy ds and then we will get y prime over y. The second term will be sine power of 2 x power of 2 plus e power of y. We differentiate it and then we will get 2 sine x power of 2 plus e power of y cos x power of 2 plus e power of y. If you realize, this answer same with identity rule, which is 2 sine theta cos theta equals to sine 2 theta. We just replace the theta with x power of 2 plus e power of y. So we will get the answers. So for the third terms, we have x power of 2 plus e power of y. We differentiate x power of 2. The power of 2 we bring it to the front, and then we will get 2x. E power of y we multiply with dy ds and then we will get e power of y prime. The last term we have 5xy. We need to use chain rule, which is u prime v plus u v prime. So we know that u is 5x and then the v is y. So how do we know which is the prime one? So if I write in the paper, the prime if you need to find the prime, you need to multiply with dy ds. Like if you want to find the u prime, just put dy ds and then put the y. Like I write in the paper, dy over ds multiply with 5x and then we will get 5. Also same with the v and then we will get y. So the answers will be 5y plus 5xy. So after differentiate all the terms, bring the answers to it, and then write the answers in the one line. After that, we need to check if we can simplify others or anything. Like at this answers, we can expand it. Sine 2x power of 2 plus e power of y, we can expand with 2x and with 2x also with e power of y prime. So after expand it, we will get the answer like I jot down at the paper. After that, we need to bring all the y prime terms to the right, and then the non-y prime, we need to bring all the y prime terms to the left, and then the non-y prime terms to the right. Like I write this, 2x sine 2x power of 2 plus e power of y doesn't have y prime, so we bring it to the left, to the right, and then it will become negative. So at the right side we have 5x y prime, we bring it to the left, and then we will get negative. After we arrange all of that, we can fraction out all the y prime terms. After that, after fraction out the y prime terms, bring it back the bracket one at the right side, and then it will become divided. So that's all. So that's how you get these answers. Thank you.
So now we're going to solve question 4, which is use linear approximation to estimate the value of 8.02 to the power of 2 minus the cube root of 8.02, correct to the 2 decimal places. So to set up the problem, we define the function. We let the function of f of x to be equal to the x to the power of 2 minus x to the power of 1/3. To use linear approximation, we need the derivative for the function. The derivative gives us the slope near the point we are interested in. We differentiate each term, which the derivative of the x to the power of 2 is 2x. Meanwhile, the derivative of x to the power of 1/3 is 1 divided by 3 times to the x to the power of negative 2/3. So the derivative is f prime of x equals 2x minus 1 divided by 3 times x to the power of 2/3. So we choose the number 8 as our linearization point because 8 is very close to the 8.02 and it has a very easy power and roots. The change in x is called delta x. Delta x equals to the 8.02 minus 8, which is 0.02. Now we evaluate the function at 8. We calculate the 8 to the power of 2, which is 64, and the cube root of 8 is 2. So f of 8 equals 64 minus 2, which is 62. Next, we evaluate the derivative at 8. We calculate f prime of 8 equals 2 times 8 minus 1 divided by 3 times 8 to the power of 2/3. 8 to the power of 2/3 is 4. So the denominator becomes 3 times 4, which is 12. Therefore, f prime of 8 equals 16 minus 2, 12, which is approximately 15.9167. The linear approximation formula is f of the naught plus delta is approximately equals to f of the naught plus f prime of naught times delta x. So we substitute our number. The approximation equals 62 plus 15.9167 15.167 multiplied by 0.02. We multiply 15.9167 by 0.02 and get approximately 0.3183. Then we add 16.2 plus 0.3183 to get 62.32. So using linear approximation, the value of 8.02 to the power of 2 minus to the cube root of 8.02 is approximately 62.32, correct to the 2 decimal places. So that's all for the question 4.